This video's not made for kids, you crazy bitch-ass bastard!
Come with me to the Sodrian Isle off the coast of Britain. It's about 60 miles. There's good and there's bad and there's stuff in between. With steamies and diesels, you'll see what I mean. People and parcels, works lots of fun. Watch these engines out in the snow, rain, and sun. They work real hard, they stay on track. Oh no, there's some baddies, just watch your back. Are you looking for fun? Yes, we're looking for fun. Are you being really useful? We're being really useful. Sit back and relax. It's the tales of the Northwestern Rails. It's the tales of the Northwestern Rails. Hope you enjoy. What the dickens, Tiger Moth?
Previously, on the Ulster Railway Museum arc.
At least Percy's doing okay at the works. I'm just puzzled on why Barry told him to join him on a scavenger hunt for valuables for the museum.
That would be necessary, Ward. A visitor will be helping shutting the trucks until the opening.
Hey, do not get out of that cab, man.
Rifle, what the hell are you doing?
You got a ticket?
Yeah, 6 minutes ago. But the train is not here.
Dylan Cole here, live at Kilden Station with the Northwestern Railway Standard 9F Murdoch in the attempt to stop a runaway train. The driver, Evan Soups, left the engine to manually set the switch in the right direction, only to fail to get back on the engine as it began to pick up speed. He will be held accountable for the runaway.
It was holiday time on the island of Sodor, and all of the engines were busier than ever. Good day, Kana. Oh dear, it's not even tea time and you're already worn out.
Oh, hello, Humphrey. I've got dozens of customers in my coaches. I get to do some shopping. Whatever is all hullabaloo about?
Oh yeah, it's Black Friday today. All the customers fighting over sales and BOGOs and other clearances and such. Oh, now things are getting physical. Alright, I'll get the beanbag rounds. Really didn't want to use this. Our customers are trying to shop! Back at Ulfstead Castle, 080 was having their battery charged. And while their battery was getting recharged, at the right time, Percy was repaired and will cover their shunting. Sir Robert wanted to do what Percy tried to do a few days ago, trying to collect some items worth the museum. So Percy gave him the recap.
So a small piece of rare fish plate and rail spikes. Sounds like a good bunch. I believe I know just where to look, but I'm gonna need a crew for the search party like in the 1970s.
Barry dropped Sir Robert off at Tidmouth Station. It was there where he met up with two of his new recruits that volunteered for the scavenger hunt, John and his daughter.
Thank you so much for joining me, Mr. John.
Thanks for having us here, Sir Robert. Glad to assist you on your little scavenger hunt. Nikki's quite excited too, aren't you?
Yep, I haven't been to the Alasdale Railway before, so this will be exciting.
The three people got on board Isabel, and Oliver escorted them to the Arlesdale Railway. It was there where they met up with Patton Clark, the current controller of the Arlesdale Railway.
Welcome to the Arlesdale Railway. So what brings you lot out here this afternoon?
We're here to explore the Mid-Sodor Railway in search of some track pieces.
Certainly. I'll have Jock fetch a coach and we'll be on our way.
They hopped on board Jock, and 4 of the crew members went along the railway to meet up with Bertie at Arlesdale. During their trip, Sir Robert told his crew about the time when he discovered Duke along with a search party when he was 30. The crew was fascinated and were eager to find whatever they could salvage and take to the museum. At last, they arrived at Arlesdale to meet up with Bertie.
Where to first?
To the old Arlesdale sheds, please. We're on a hunt for old rail bits and pieces.
With pleasure. All aboard! And Bertie left Arlesdale to make their way to the original location of Arlesdale, that being the old sheds. By the sheds, they found some rail spikes, but another surprising sight that shook everyone's hearts.
Fellas, you might want to take a look at this.
Oh my goodness!
Who was that?
I believe that's Smudger. He was a new number 2 of the Mid-Sodor Railway, replacing Baldwin twice. Both engine and power source of the Arlesdale sheds.
Discussions were made on whether or not to restore Smudger, but they were dropped.
Given the condition he's in, it's doubtful.
Agreed. Let's search further up, reaching Casney Hawin.
Good idea. Everyone back on Bertie.
Everyone got back on board Bertie, and Bertie continued all the way down until they reached where the road ends, at the old Casney Hawin. Everyone searched around, but couldn't find anything much.
Well, not exactly any rail lines in this area.
At last, something caught John's eye.
Oh, hello. What's this? It looks like some kind of rod of an engine.
That's a perfect addition.
Well, at least we found something worth the museum.
Let's try searching for another abandoned railway further up north, the Cronk and Harwick Railway.
Oh yeah, I recently heard about the railway of the Unlucky Dog's latest videos.
I thought I heard something.
The search party left the mine and got back onto Bertie to make their way to Harwick. Along the way, Bertie's radio was starting to get a little fritzy. John could have sworn that he heard that voice back at the mines again.
Final stop, Harwick.
When Bertie arrived at Harwick, the search party marched their way to the old overgrown tracks of the Cronk and Harwick line. It was there when they finally found some fish plates and a rail to get to the museum. But by the time they finished up, it was getting dark. Just then, they started to hear something.
Shh! Listen! I'm hearing footsteps.
Shh, shh, shh. I can hear them too.
Suddenly, a light was seen in the distance. It was glowing quite bright, but then it faded away with no response.
Dad, are you alright? You've been edged since we left the mine.
This is really unsettling. Strange things have been happening since we left the mine. Steam hissing, the voice on the radio, the footsteps. I think we should return the rod to the mine.
Then we may as well do just that. If that's okay with you, Sir Robert. You did say you were only looking for rail spikes, fish plates, and rail lines after all.
Very well then. I'm starting to get the heebie-jeebies myself. To the bus!
Everyone got back onto Birdie, and Birdie floored it all the way back to Arlesville. Mr. Clark requested Mike to take them to Arlesdale Green.
Ugh.
Mike dropped off the search party at Arlesdale Green, where they met up with Birdie yet again, and they tried to race back to Casneyhowen, but when they got to the original Arlesdale sheds...
Blast it! What happened?
Don't rattle my radiator! I've blown a flat tire! You'll have to continue the rest of the way by foot, folks. Sorry.
Birdie's driver walked back to Arlesdale to call for help, while the search party jogged the rest of the way back to the mines. What happened next? No one can explain.
There's the mine. Now we just have to... Ugh. Great.
This patch of dirt wasn't this stamped before. It's like quicksand.
Hold on, I see a light. Help us! We're sinking!
I don't think that's the search right.
Give me back my rod!
Sir Robert, the rod!
After the blackout, the crew woke up on the ground and saw that the rod was right back where it was found.
What? Huh? What just happened?
Nikki? Are you okay?
Dad, I'm alright!
Just then, a bell and horn was heard. It was Bulgy, the double-decker bus.
There you are. What the dickens are you lot doing? I get an emergency call about passengers stranded on the old mid-Sodor path, and I see you all rolling in the dirt.
Sorry, Bulgy. We've, tripped.
All right. Just try to brush yourselves off before hopping on board.
Oh well, that's that.
Agreed. I'm dreadfully sorry about the scavenger hunt going wrong.
Bulgy picked up the search party, and for a couple stops, the party divided. I know you don't like having your property stolen, Baldwin, but that was extremely uncalled for. Honestly, why couldn't you have been redeemed like Smudger was?
What? Where am I? Oh. Hello?
At Tidmouth Station, Sir Robert picked up the rail spike, fish plate, and rail, and brought them all back to Lovestead Castle. He and his search party unfortunately had to learn the hard way, where while it's nice to do some exploring, there are some areas that should remain peacefully undisturbed.
Where are they? I'm freezing my handrails off.
Oh, I just got a text from Mr. Clark. We can go home.
Finally! Alrighty then, let's go home.